Hi, my name is Justin, CEO and co-founder of Scry. 80% of Americans turn to expert opinion when they want to know what's going to happen in the future. If they want to know if manufacturing is going to rise next year or if ICOs are going to continue to be hot, they look up an expert or they hire a team of experts to tell them what to think. Together, the collective demand powers a whole spectrum of industries worth over $300 billion US. But there's inklings of change at the top end. You have little startups, very data-driven, popping up here and there, like these guys, Fiscal Note. What they do is they mine all the publicly available data of congressmen and representatives in the US Congress, and they make predictions on how these people are going to vote in terms of US government policy. And the big boys, like Microsoft and Toyotas, pay them the big bucks to do so. So why is that? Well, I think there's increasing cognizance of that experts aren't really actually that good at predicting the future. In fact, their historical accuracy is only about 50%. And this is reflected subconsciously in us, in the number of people in 2017 who still believe in astrology and feng shui and even in psychic animals. And why is that? Right? It's because experts are just human beings like the rest of us. We have very low levels of what we call actively open-minded thinking. We are ideologically entrenched. We avoid conflicting information. We like to confirm our biases and stay within our own echo chambers. Essentially, we are very, very poor aggregators of available information. In contrast, people with high AOT seek out opposing views, and they're very good at synthesizing these views together to form a very coherent worldview. In fact, if you take a naturally curious individual of above average intelligence and train them how to increase their AOT, what you get is a fantastic predictor of the future. But hey, don't take my word for it, take the CIA's word for it. They and other intelligence agencies in the States ran a 5-year forecasting tournament in geopolitics. And what they found was that individuals with high AOT beat everyone else. They wiped the field, all 20,000 of them, including their own intelligence analysts, by a margin of over 30%. And you might think, well, it's just a fluke, right? Law of large numbers, some of them will definitely be better than the rest. But this is not the case. They did not regress to mean. In fact, as time went on, they increased their lead over the rest as they practiced more and more. And this is what we're doing with Scry. Scry is building a two-sided market. First, we're going to find and teach people how to increase their AOT based on a diverse range of questions that are based on themselves on real-world events. Next, we're going to use ML to aggregate and weigh the collective responses as they learn and power industries around the world with their predictions. And so because I get this a lot, why not just go for a niche, right? Why not just go for where the money is in finance? Well, first of all, I don't think our user base would have a lot of fun answering questions about economics day in, day out. Secondly, let me just give you an example of the power of a single question, like if the Singapore GP will be renewed for 2018. At once you can see it will affect a huge range of industries, from hospitality, events, and transport. If you had forewarning of if it will be renewed, you'll be able to confidently block off these dates and mark them up, instead of adopting a wait-and-see approach. Or if you're in construction, right, you'll be able to put down orders for very long lead time items like new vehicles if you knew that the contract for putting up the temporary structures around the Grand Prix area will be up again next year. So, we have identified a market that is hitherto underserved by the incumbents, either by the new players or the old dinosaurs in this space. They are individual managers and SMB owners. These people, like I said, are the soft underbelly of the market. They have very little intelligence of what the future holds, and what little they have is coming from the grapevine, rumors, hearsay, and publications in the public domain. Based on our own market research, we know that over half of these people would jump at a chance to subscribe to a service, any service, that is at least 80% accurate. So, sounds like a plan, right? What about other people in this space? So, as I alluded to earlier, everyone is looking at the top end of the space, and no one really is looking at the bottom end. But versus other prediction engines, Scry has far greater growth. We have grown our supply side 5 times over the last 3 months and have 81% greater community engagement. And our plan is to keep growing and attain more mass to feed our prediction engine, because as all of you know, data is king when it comes to ML. The team that is making this possible consists of myself and Jia Huang, my co-founder. We both graduated from top universities, at the top of top universities in Australia. Myself with a master's of IT management, and Jia Huang with a master's of strategic marketing. Skills and disciplines, I'm sure you can see, would hold significant value in our project. Behind us, we have 4 full-time developers and designers who are extremely driven to help this project succeed. We are looking for $850,000 to accelerate our acquisition of new users and to expand our technical team. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope to be able to speak to you later.